What are we even waiting for?
Hey, we got a match. All right, so here we go.
Oh my god.
VTS versus Yair.
VTS, and it's got him.
Yeah.
VTS does not like to infinite, so he likes to just go for grab combos. So
yeah, VTS is definitely a stylish ice climber. You know, his setups are pretty sick.
He looks up to wobbles because he's also from DFW. So
VTS is from DFW as well.
Yeah. So
that's
he's basically a discount wobble without the immaculate punishes, but he likes going for a lot of the wacky stuff that Wobbles goes for.
Well, he was able to take a stock, so let's see how Yair can do this. This matchup's very interesting, as it's almost the same principle as playing Peach, you know, where it's like I'm going to get those few hits, and then when the situation comes, you know, I get to capitalize on it. I can't really force it, you know, unless there is some certain situations, but for the most part, like a good Ice Climbers player will be able to use their Nana to basically put you into like a counterattack trap where they'll set up to where they want you to come into them just so they can get the grab set up, you know?
Bait, yeah.
But VTS, you know, he doesn't go for the wobble setups.
Oh no! He went so deep, but he made it.
So I assume he's more of a fundamentals ice climber. So I'm interested to see how he plays.
Oh, he drops the finisher.
Right.
But yeah, I feel like though a lot of the matchup, especially for Fox, is to keep them off balance. So it's like, yeah, they want to try to use bait, but when you recognize it and they're desynced, that's when you kind of want to put a lot of pressure on them.
Definitely.
And if they're not going to try to use bait, then basically being able to find a way to invade their space and utilizing that shine just to get Nana out of the way. Like you want to, that's what I call it. It's just like Marvel. You want to eliminate the problem, right? Like your goal is to snap in Nana, kill her, and then just focus on the Sopo most of the time. Like obviously when you can take a kill on Popo, just take it, but. You should be confident in your ability to beat Sopo with any character.
Yeah, and another benefit to Fox, especially in this matchup, is that Ice Climbers, every time they come in, they honestly, almost all of their moves are hard commits, and Fox is so fast enough to where he can bait that out and get a strong punish from it. Usually, if, for instance, an Ice Climber does a down smash, wow, that was amazing.
Yeah, down smash.
When Ice Climber does a down smash, he can get a drill off of it and potential,
shine break.
Shine break.
Oh, see, that's good. Like normally, he was really high, so he probably couldn't have wiggled up. But normally, when you get that, like as long as you hit Nana with your approach, that's good. Like you don't want. Like when people say don't get grabbed to avoid wobbling, like it means don't get grabbed with Nana in position to actually kill you. Because in those positions now, in order for them to get the infinite, they have to get a re-grab of some kind. So it has to be a tech chase, or they like up throw, dash attack you, then they get infinite you. So like you just want to reduce all positions to where no matter what, you hit Nana or you knocked her off balance, so you don't get scrubbed out.
I see. So yeah.
Oh, he was too far. Yeah, I went to last stock.
Yeah.
But
SD from both players though.
Yeah, VTS definitely had the advantage though most of the game.
Yeah, he definitely seemed to be a lot more stronger and more comfortable versus Fox than
so we're going back though,
Yair is.
And ICs usually don't like Battlefield. It can affect them negatively in a lot of ways because if you camp them out, they have a really tough time chasing people on top platform. They have to fully commit their double jumps in order to like chase a Fox. So Battlefield actually ends up being kind of a rough stage for ICs if you play really defensive.
I agree. I definitely agree. Also, some other beneficial stages, Yoshi's, Dreamland. It honestly just depends on the style of Fox you like to play against them.
Yoshi's a little chaotic just because if you get knocked down, their one wave dash can cover a lot of the tech chase options, and then the closer you are to ledge, the worse it is, because then they have handoffs now, and they can do handoff into infinites. And like when you're in that position, like right there, like if you DI in, he can just chain grab you, and you DI out, you're in a tech trap where they can easily follow you. That's usually going to lead to you getting infinite. That's kind of like what was killing Mango a lot when you played against Chudat. when Chuda had him cornered on tech chase opportunities, it was not very good.
I agree with you. All right. Oh, that was a great crouch cancel down tilt just to set up for the tech chase, but charges for the down smash to go for the hard read and ends up dropping it.
Oh no, just deny ledge. All these kids, that's like the biggest weakness most kids have is like not recognizing how strong the ledge is. Denying ledge is like one of the easiest and most efficient ways to edge guard in melee.
Yeah, especially against
ICs.
ICs too, you know.
ICs with no Nana.
Yeah.
Like their up B does not hurt you. They're forced to air dodge, and forward B only works if they're even or above the stage.
And the opportunities that they can get from ledge, for example, like their ledge dash, it covers so much distance that they have a good way to basically get back into neutral. And if they are, if the opponent isn't respecting them, they can get, you know, a free punish off of it. All right, but looks like Yair is doing a lot better this set, or this game. Is able to basically keep the momentum in his favor. He's able to get rid of Nana.
Yeah, getting rid of Nana is good. He's getting closer and closer to up throw up air KO percent. I think he needs like 10 more percent. Then up throw up air should do it.
Yeah, I think so.
Feels pretty early because ICs are same weight as Marv?
Are they?
Or somewhere around that ballpark.
Oh, wow, that was amazing.
Well, Sopo.
VTS's conversions have been so good.